Okay, welcome everybody to Coffee and Art in the Morning, Monday morning. I love me some Monday mornings. I know not everybody does, but I love my Monday mornings with you guys. So, have a few things going on this morning. A little happy mail here from Nana's place. And then I got some happy mail from Ben. And I'll put both, let me make a note. Let's see, link. Nana's place and Ben's site. Okay, so I'll make a note to link both of them. Let's put that over here so it goes over there. Okay, so hey limo, like limousine. I got to remember that, limousine. So anyway, yeah, Nana's place sent me a little card with a nice note in it. With some of her bookmarks to share, and she hand makes these little paperclip bookmarks, and so you can see she's got paper clips on the back, and she just makes them. They're like chipboard feel. I mean, they're like layers. See, she layers them up. So aren't these cute? I'll probably have to keep the bee one, but then she's got this other bee one and a little girl on a like a vintage drawer thing. So we'll have to do a giveaway. Hey, Starbuck. I need to do a giveaway, and also I got Ben's box of art castoffs, painting castoffs. So I'm going to show that, and we're going to make some bookmarks out of that. Out of those, maybe a little mini journal or something. We'll do that. I know, aren't they cute? So that's from Nana's place, and I sent her some of the big oversized paperclip flags, rag flags, and so she sent some of these that she made. And isn't that a great idea? And so yeah, like let me pin them on here so you can see. Oops, where's that one? There it is. Okay, why can't I get that one? I can't see it, that's why. There we go. Let me pin them all down so you can see. And they just make really cute bookmark. Okay, I'm having trouble with that area where the torn envelope is. There we go. Now, aren't those clever? All right, I can't do it right now, Starbuck. I'll have to find you after a while. I won't remember that number for sure. You'll have to follow me. If you're not following me, follow me and I'll find you. I know, Janet. Janet said that Nano's place was so nice to promote the scavenger hunt. I think she finished it, Janet. Sorry, guys. I might have to go get some cold juice. I'm losing my voice, and I've only started talking for 10 minutes. So anyway, she sent that in a nice little letter, and then let's see what else. So I got Ben's stuff here, and I'm going to I'm working on a pet portrait, so I've got it kind of laid out here. And the picture that she wanted was this close-up of his face. She just lost her pup. And so she wanted this real close-up. So I've just got it started. His little nose is in the carpet. So his little face is in the carpet. So what I'm going to do is after I finish it, I'm going to cut it out and mount it on black cardstock so that it'll have a black background. And so I just got started on that. And it's nothing really much done yet, but that's a start. So I'm working on that. Okay, so Ben, let me move this other junk journal project to the side to see if we get to it later. So Ben sent a full big priority box full of cast-off papers. And he sent a nice little letter, and he collected a bunch of stuff. And it's on everything from failed. It's everything from failed projects to scraps to old art attempts to possible ATCs. So yeah, that Ben is Cinderblock Studios, and I'll put a link to his channel below. And it's a whole bunch of stuff. I've taken it out of the box. All right, guys, I have got to go get something to drink. I'm losing my voice. Let me go get some cold juice. All right. So, put a little cardboard in my door so it doesn't rattle from the other window being open. All right, got me some cranberry juice. Ah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, we had it's been rainy all day, off and on yesterday, today, so we had humidity. Okay, so, all right, let me do a test, make sure my chat's rolling. Okay, hang on my chat, let me reload frame. Lost my chat. Okay. So, it's not coming back. Come on, chat. Come back. All right. Hang on, guys. I totally lost chat. Yeah. Okay, maybe it'll come back, guys. Let me check my Twitter. Somebody's probably telling me. Nope. I guess it's just me. Oh, here it comes. Okay. There it is. It came back. Did you please do a herding cats for some bin stuff? Yeah, I planned on giving away some of his bookmarks and a cup and a Nanna for the Society of Idea Collectors. That's what this segment's going to be for a giveaway today. Out of the bowl, out of the Society of Idea Collector bowl. So I won't have to herd cats. I'll just pull out the bowl. Okay, so I have not gone through all this yet. So I'm going to start. Let's start with these big pieces at the bottom here, and then we'll go through the littler stuff. He's got it all so neat. He's got it in bags. He's got some stuck in cardboard, little folio. That might be the perfect size to make that. Then he's got this little folio thing taped up. He's got it all taped up real nice. So let's see here what we got. So we have these big, it looks like a ink test. It looks like an ink blot test. And this one's on paper. So, hey, BDI Beth. Hey, Barry. I said hi to Barry. And then he's got this one is really awesome. It's on like a poster or no, it's watercolor paper. It's on watercolor paper, and I don't know what he did, but this is going to make an awesome. It would probably make an awesome journal cover, actually. Sorry about my voice, guys. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little curled on the end. That's probably so he could fit it in the box. He put it in one of those big priority boxes. Uh-oh. Sorry, bumped the camera. And look at it, though. It's got like, I don't know if that's glue. It looks like glue, hot glue. Doesn't it? I don't know. It might be. I don't know. It might be hot glue. But isn't it cool looking? Look at the colors in it. And it's on watercolor paper. So that would make a nice journal cover. Hey, Scoops. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming in while you're watching her. So, yeah, isn't that cool? It's just like, you know, gives it like a textury I don't know, I'm just kind of fascinated with just looking at it and thinking about what to do with it. It would make some nice bookmarks, but it's so nice as a big piece. I think it would make a good journal cover, right? So let's set that aside for a moment and the ink test. Let's see what else he sent. I haven't looked through them, so we're looking at it together. All right, so let's see. Here's some more of his paintings and stuff. Let's take off the tape here. There we go. I don't know. It's FW inks are not opaque. They wouldn't cover that up. They would just look black on that Picola. I don't think it would show up on that maroon. So here's a start of a painting. It looks like I don't know why he thought it was a fail. It was looking pretty good here to me. But again, you know, it might go this way. It might make a nice journal cover. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be a nice journal cover? I don't know. It looks like he wrote, oh, there's his initials. I thought for a second it said bye. Like, goodbye. But wouldn't this be a nice journal cover too? I know, Ben has the best cast-offs ever, doesn't he? It's been a while since we got some, so. Okay, so again, here's some more, looks like some ink testing, color testing. Here's another piece of watercolor paper. Oh, I see a whole solar system in this one. I see a black hole. Black hole right there, people. I'm telling you. You know, we alter bin stuff. Y'all do know that, right? Oh, wait, you know what? Let me just do this things here. And because I have some black paint sitting over here. Yeah. And we call them bin bookmarks. B-E-E-N, B-E-N. Like they have bins. So bin bookmarks is what we usually make out of it. But this one looks like it needs a black hole right here. Let me get my brush a little damp. So we've got to play. So yeah, this is the Society Idea Collectors stuff today. This is what you can do with old cast-off art journal, watercolor, ink, whatever. I think I'm going to make a junk journal out of some of it, like the papers, like these ink papers. Unless I mount them on something, they really can't be bookmarks because they're thin. But they would be good junk journal pages, right? So we'll do a little black hole here. Of course, we have to do the whole universe, but his cat would be my, oh, look how awesome I did. Eileen, now I have seen your digiwork, so don't you be saying you don't have skills, girl. Well, anyway, so I just put that on there for now. Okay, so let's move that over there. Ooh, look at this baby. Ooh, it's another one of those, looks like glue. Look, it's like a resist. Now this we could do the inks on because it would show. The black one, or the maroon one, it probably wouldn't show up. This it would. So let's stop a minute. We have to have a play, as they would say, right, Dot? And again, I think the papers I'll use in a little junk journal with one of these things. So let me separate the thinner stuff from the thicker stuff. This is a piece of watercolor paper, but look, let's see here now. Let's get purple. I only have the only purple ink I have, I think, is the it's the pearlescent one. But maybe we'll, all right, I got a better idea. Let's do ink on this one. Not that color. I'm looking for the marine blue, I think. Yeah, this one. Okay, so marine blue, and then I think maybe this olive green. What is it called? Antelope. I think it's antelope brown, but it's like an olive green. So watch. See, it's got, because I'm doing this because it's got the glue on it. See the shiny glue? Hey, APG Jamie. So I am going to put one little place of that. One little bit of that. And I'm going to take let me just maybe put one little spritz. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it darker. I guess I should move the stuff behind it and roll up my sleeve. And I'm going to make it darker. And the resist of the glue, see? All right, so I'm going to show you a couple ways to do that. Right now I'm going to just kind of get a clean spot on the baby wipe here. So it's that glue. I'm guessing it's hot glue. I'm not sure what it is really, but I'm thinking it's hot glue. And let's kind of blend it a little right there. Another way to do this thing, this darkening up from a resist, let me dry this. I wonder if it's going to melt that glue. I wonder if it would melt. I'm not sure it's glue, to tell you the truth. It may just be some medium, some kind of, I know, well wait, it's even going to be more bright in a minute, Eileen. It might be some kind of a medium. You know, he's always experimenting with his art supplies, so it could very well be a, you know, some kind of a golden product or something. But I'm going to take some of the oil pastel. Let me get a sip here. I'm losing my voice. My old portfolio oil pastels, and let me get a clean baby wipe. Where's my baby wipes? Oh, they're on the desk. And just need one. And I'm going to take, let's take the blue. Okay, here. Let's see. Let's go with the kind of the aqua, well, what is it? Cerulean. All right, so now watch. It's even going to be even better. Okay, now you could rub it with your finger, but you might as well just use a baby wipe. Tar gel, hot glue, or string gel. I have no idea. I don't know that Ben is much into crafty stuff, so it's probably some kind of a golden medium or something. It could be hot glue. Could be hot glue. See how much darker that makes that? But it's going on the resist. I mean, you could do the same thing with hot glue, but some of this stuff's very stringy. It's very thin. So he's using something. He'll tell me if he watches this later. See how much richer that is? Now let's get a purple over here. Is this purple going to be? No, I want the dark purple. Here we go. And he sends this stuff for us to play with, guys. So, you know, this is his cast-offs. They're bins. He says play with them. Do what you want with them. And we do. Hey, JNT, APG. Hey, Bitbite. How you doing? Kimberly, Gigi. Okay, so now I'm going to take a clean spot on the baby wipe. And just go on there over the resist. Again, you could do the same thing with hot glue or any kind of medium that will resist, right? But see how much richer and darker you can make it? All right, now let's do the same with this color. Let's see. Let's go with some sienna, maybe. Maybe some olive as well. I think I have an olive green one. Can y'all see that? Isn't that cool? I mean, you can do the same resist with gesso like we did in the art journal. A resist with gesso, but it's not stringy like that, right? All right, let's put a little, what can we put right there? Maybe some of the gold, kind of a goldy yellow ochre color to kind of blend those together. Kind of make a green transition with the yellow and the blue. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. This will be a good bookmark. It would make a good journal cover too. It's hard to decide whether you want to make a journal cover or a bookmark. But if I cut this down for bookmarks, then I just paint the back of, this is watercolor paper. I just paint the back black so it'd have a nice base to put a saying or something, a white gel pen or, you know. So yeah, is that kind of cool? Let me move this out of the way. We might need it again. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Mondays are fun. Yes, they are. They are fun, Kimberly. So what do you think? Should I go ahead and cut this one up right now for bookmarks? Some bin bookmarks? Because otherwise we're going to turn everything into a junk journal. I mean, it would be a nice journal. But it'd also be some nice bookmarks. Hey G. Hey Tink. Azure. Jan T. Sorry guys. Cut her up. Make some bookmarks. Okay, so I'm going to stop on the going through the papers. We'll just set it to the side for a minute. So let's see, what size do we want to make them? I'm thinking I could cut. This is kind of long, isn't it? Kind of long. Well, we could probably make some inchies out of the leftovers, or some, you know. I'm trying to decide. Let's see how wide this is. Okay, right now it's 9. Isn't a standard bookmark about 6? Maybe 7. I think I'm going to go with 7. I think I'm going to roll with 7. So let's just go ahead and cut that. And then we should get an extra one off the end here. No, not if I cut it at 7. There'll be a little bit left. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, so 7 by maybe 2.5. I'm thinking 7 by 2.5. That looks like a good bookmark. You can laminate them. Okay, and then we got a couple scraps. So this one wouldn't be too bad, but you know. So there's those 3. Isn't that cool? Now, I'll show them to you here in a minute. Let's go ahead and cut this one down. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to trim a little bit of the edge off there. There we go. And then make them 2.5. I'm cutting through whatever this stuff is. Okay. So we got 6 good ones and a couple of scraps. So let's put the scraps over here. Never know. All right, so now let's move this for a second. So we got these 3. And again, I'd paint them black on the back, right? For some reason, I think they need to go this way. Like that looks like a little landscape there. And then all this stuff in the sky. Look, a little mountain range right there. Aren't they cool? And then these. Aren't they cool? Yeah, they turned out nice, right? So those are good size bookmarks. All right, so there we got to start on some stuff. All right, let's bring the little piles back one by one. Here's some ink in the woods. I love these. Look at them. They look like straw blown. I don't know if that's what they are, but they look like where you drop ink and you blow them with the straw. Watercolor paper. Ooh, I like this one. This is some looks like some pastel oil pastel. No, I don't know what kind of. It's not coming off. I'm not sure what kind of test that is. But isn't that cool? She had you write your names on the back of the bookmarks. Yeah, I'll mention this, but I don't know yet that we're going to be able to do this. I didn't even want to mention it until I knew for sure, but Eileen going to call her scrapbook, her local scrapbook store in Florida, over the weekend, her local scrapbook store, do you want me to say the name of it, Eileen? Made a bunch of bookmarks for the school in Florida. And the owner went out and took picture or showed a video of of their window. They hung them all in the window to show, and so she's going to send them all to the school. Bookmarks, praying for you, faith, just different things that the women at the scrapbook store made bookmarks for the school. So she says she's going to call. She's going to call the store and see if they would like some of these that we cut down. I could send them to the store, Eileen, and then they could do more with them, or I don't know if they would want them or not, or they may have already gathered all the ones they made up and sent them. I don't know. So, good coloring pencil. Prismacolor Bit Bite. If you're just starting out, I would recommend Prismacolor. Yeah, polychromos, I think they are hard, and Prismacolors I like. Then use Prismacolor. Yeah, if you got both, just play with both. I've just used Prismacolor for so many years, 30 plus years. I'm just used to them. I love my polys and my Lumis and other things too, but my go-to is Prisma because I know how they function. I know all the colors. I know how they blend. I know how they work together. I know how much pressure. I just know them. They're like my BFFs. But that doesn't mean I haven't made friends with some of the others. Yeah, Jennifer. Okay, but anyway, I like this. Isn't that pretty? And that's on some pastel paper. Here's some more little papers. These look like he tore these out of sketchbooks. And again, I guess he's just doing some, I don't know, maybe he was just trying to get some kind of a tool started, and he went fling, fling, fling. But yeah, I see some solar system stuff going on in here. See that you can just take your color pencil here. Let's see here. Which I do keep my Prismas, well, they're not all my Prismas, but the ones I use all the time. I keep them in a silverware tray because they're handy. These are the colors I use a lot, so they're handy. Here's a blue and a white. Here, let's go with these. These are my favorite. These are my go-to nebulization colors. But anyway, now this paper is, I'm not sure what it is. It's not textured. It's probably just out of a sketchbook. Let me pick one here. Do I like this one? I kind of like this one. He's got a few here. So we can take, maybe I'll go this way with it. Okay, so we can make a few, let's do 3. Maybe just play in here. We can always throw this stuff in a junk journal. So this is Society of Idea Collectors Idea Today. And we will do a drawing out of the bowl for the Society of Idea Collectors. Do a couple of giveaways. And so this is ideas to use with scraps. And sometimes you look at your own art and you just don't know what to do with it. Well, what you might want to do is do a trade. Do a cast-off trade with somebody. Find, one of your friends that does art journaling or junk journaling or something, and you want to have a play with somebody else's besides your own, and trade them and see what they can do with your art. Cast-offs, your art cast-offs. And see if seeing somebody else's stuff with fresh eyes, you know? Do y'all have any questions? Put them in caps. And if you're watching this on YouTube, this is a recording, well, it's a live show. A live show that's recorded and uploaded to YouTube with a live chat, mostly awake audience, depending on who's had their coffee. Hey, Sandra from Germany. How you doing, Jennifer Crackalacken? Yeah, a lot of people use pastels in their color books. Jennifer, I don't like the feel of chalk pastels. These, like these right here, these are the water-soluble oil pastels, Portfolio brand you get at Staples. I don't like the feel of chalk. I mean, I've done it. I have, when sometimes you have to, and but I don't enjoy chalk. And I know a lot of the girls say that they use pan pastels, which are supposedly not as chalky. I'm just not going to invest money in pan pastels because I like so many other things, you know. So I'm just kind of going around some of the stringed areas here, because it's string theory. Okay, so anyway, I'm just playing a little bit. All right, let's put a little more white around this, brighten this one up. Hey, Kathy K. Bird. Are you laughing at my joke or just saying hi? And we had the race in town, the Atlanta Speedway race. We're not far from the Speedway, and that's in the area where they film The Walking Dead too. Well, some of it, not all of it. They film a lot of it in one of the little towns, but some of the big open areas that they need, not at the Speedway, but the grounds around the Speedway. There's lots of open highway areas and stuff. But so they had races in town this weekend, which makes our traffic really jacked up. So, both? Okay. So, see how it's starting there? What do y'all think? Is that kind of cool? Now, let's take the orange. I don't know that I want to see what I want to do here. Go around these here. So anyway, that's something to think about. You have a whole bunch of old art journal pages, like who doesn't in this group anyway? Who doesn't have old art journal pages in this group? And you just look at them, you don't know what to do with them. You just don't. I've cut mine up, I've copied them, I've re-glued them, I've reused them. But sometimes you just look at your own stuff over and over and over again. It's like, you just don't want to do anything with it, even make a bookmark out of it. So want to try trading it with somebody. Trading some art journal pages. Do a 2 for 2 or whatever you want to do, and then see what that other person can make with it. I think I'll do one shooting star right there, way in the back. All these are curled, so they'll have one way back there. You could add some more splatters. You could add more to this. Don't think that you can't change it and add things and what, what whatever you want to do with it. And do a collab with somebody. Hey, Beth Ann. Thanks, guys. All right, let's do this one over here. It's just color pencil on this black paper. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that for now. I want to give you the idea. So we've gone from something like these to this with just a couple pencil shading. Okay, and then this one here, that could be reflections. Let's see here. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Cinderblock Studio Ben. These are his cast-offs that he sends us to play with. This down here could be some water reflection. I'd probably do this with paint, but I'm just got these pencils handy. But anyway, or even a waterfall. I'm thinking this might be good waterfalls with paint. Or drips, or and the whole city up here with maybe one shooting star up there. Then you could do a whole star system up there. And these could be trees. This could be a house or two houses, one house. You know, like there's a okay, so let's see what else we can do. All right, so let's see what else he sent. These are on like a heavy, maybe Canson mixed media, maybe. I don't know. Thanks, Terry. Look, this looks like a pond. Look, you're looking down into a pond. This would be good with some koi fish in it. If you're looking down into a pond with koi. And then, you know, we do the black and orange kind. Had to paint them in, but I'm just going to show you, like, if you're looking down. Looking down from the top of a pond. You know, they have those little whiskers. I think they're a form of catfish, actually. And we could paint in koi fish in there. This could all be black. With a little bit of white edging. Paint's getting a little dry. I was using this early this morning. And just a little bit of water. Could even cut this out. If you have any questions, put them in caps. Does this make y'all want to do collabs with people and exchange your old art and use other people's old art? Does this make y'all want to do that? Okay, now let me dry this. Oh, wait, let me do the fish first. Let me get another, because I got some white paint here. I should look up a koi fish, even though I just used some the other, I'm doing some. Let's just get them base coated in here. Kind of like, they kind of turn. Kind of make them turn. All right, now let me dry. All right, let me look up koi fish. Hang on. I want to get their fins right. K-O-I-F-I-S-H. Images. Okay, there's a bunch in a pile. All right, that's a good sample right there. Okay, so now we'll take a Posca. Let's go with black, white. Where's my orange? I had my orange one out here. You would? See, I think that would be fun. Okay, so I'm going to kind of do a little white edge here. Okay, now let's do a little fin. Kind of some little chunky ones here. They need a little bit more squared off face like catfish have. Dee, I've been watching you on YouTube and have learned we live in the same state. Ah, Haven, Misfit. Yeah, Georgia. Okay, now let's see. Let's put some eyes on. Orange splotches. So this is just some stuff we can play with the Bin's leftovers. I know I'm kind of far away. I'll kind of hold things up. Is Posca pen a lot like a white pit pen? A white pit pen. I don't think I've ever used a white pit pen. Does pit pens have white? I don't think they're paint. They're like the white poster paint Sharpie. They're acrylic paint. Acrylic paint in a pen. We'll put a little shadow. Kind of blotch it up a little. They're kind of blotchy. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used a white pit pen. I don't have a lot I've only got a couple pit pens though, black. Yeah. Okay, now we'll shade with a little bit of, let me dry first. Do a little shading with some blue here on their body. And do some kind of shadow under them. Are you having fun, Beth Ann? I'm not really zoomed in a lot because the pages that we're showing are big. So it's just whatever, comes up. All right, so now let's see. Let's put some shadow under them. Do I want to do that with, what do I want to do that with? Dark gray, just some black, I don't know. Something like that. It's a little more over here. So then what we can do is take and then take a little bit of the white here. Something like that. I kind of like it going off the edge there. Let's see if I can smooth that out a little. So yeah, this is what we do when we play with Ben's leftovers. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Sue. So yes, a little koi fish in a little pond that started out like this. Okay, so we have a couple of those. What else do we have here? Put that over there. Where's my baby wipe to clean my hands? Here we go. Hey, kangaroo. Thanks, guys. All right, now. Oh my gosh, I see craziness in this one. Oh my gosh, seriously, this would be a good one to go around and paint behind. The two friends, look. Alright. Oh, here's one of those little landscape. This is the kind of stuff Ben does in his sketchbook, but he does little tiny thumbnails. He has little like moley size sketchbooks. Oh, he has lots of different ones, but a pufferfish? Yeah, a pufferfish would have been good, Jennifer. Oh my gosh, or lionfish. This could have been a lionfish, right? Okay, wait a minute. Now we've got to back it up. Oh my gosh. All right, hang on. Lionfish. Let me look up a lionfish. I mean, I've drawn tons of them, but let's see. Lionfish. All right, images. Let's see. One kind of coming at you this way. This would be a good lionfish. So let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Hey, Prisma. Bob Ross hair. Okay, so they have these big eyes here. Now, I'm not going to paint it right now, but they have these big, eyes like this here. And then their mouths, they do have big, their mouths are, instead of having that, here, let me erase the, oh no. And these kind, and their eyeballs are very pronounced. And then they have all their, these will be all their painted fin things, He's coming like toward you, right? Let's see. Because their eyes are bulging eyes. And then they have fins that come down here. And his body would be back here. And then he has these big side fins like this. This could be coral. This could be sea anemones, Looks hungover. Let's look up a sea anemone. I can't say it. I like those spiky ones, the spiky kind. Here, let's see. There's lots of flowy kind. I want the spiky kind. These have the spikes. This could be like spikes here. And then they have the centers, you know. Got a whole undersea thing going on here. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so what I was starting to say with this is Ben does little thumbnails. I mean, I'm talking tiny thumbnails. Like he does, in his sketchbook might be about this big, right? And he does little tiny thumbnails like this, little bitty ones. And he'll put a whole bunch on a page. And they look like this, but very tiny. So I love his little landscapes. Pufferfish, yeah. Put a hook in his mouth. We try to get rid of the lionfish. They're terrible fish. Down in Florida, Eileen, what do people buy them? Then they can't handle them and release them into the ocean? Is that what happens? I'm guessing. I don't know. This looks like it could be a bird here. You have to get rid of some of that. Let's see, let's get some white paint. They ruined the water there. Okay. I didn't know that, Eileen. This one, I could see these trees because of the roots. The roots could have sucking up the water. That could be, now that you got me on the lionfish, there could be a lionfish here in the water, contaminating the water and turning all the water yellow and orange stripe. And the trees are pulling up that. Ah, ah. So use your imagination. Imagination. Okay, then you can take the yellow. You like it? You think that looks like street light? Turn them into street lights? See, I'm thinking stripes here. And so you could have one lionfish down here. So anyway, just playing here. A page out of Dr. Seuss. Anyway, all right, so let's keep playing. Let's keep going. Okay, this looks like something out of the mountains. I can see Gandalf going to, fight the more, what is it, more something, not Morlock. I got the time travel show, the Morlocks, not the Morlocks, but yeah, this looks like Lord of the Rings, something from Lord of the Rings. Oh, now look at this one. This is so pretty. Look at this sunset or sunrise. Sunset, maybe? That's pretty. That would be, well, it couldn't really, well, journal cover. But isn't that pretty? Mordor. Yeah, Mordor. Okay, thanks, guys. I was thinking the Morlocks. Old Western desert scene with cowboys on horses. That would be nice. That would be good to have. But see, I see these mountains as very big. So the cowboy would be like a pinprick. It's tiny. These are big hills in my mind. You know, that's pretty, Ben. I don't know why you didn't like that one. I don't know what to do with that one. Okay, here's another one. I guess I should just take a little time to go through them. This is a nice one on watercolor. This will make some good bookmarks. We'll cut this one up for bookmarks. Here. These would be nice. Here. I'll have to trim the bottoms off. So let's trim off the edges here. Let's do the 2.5. And then we'll trim them down. This would also look very cool on black paper, just spaced out. Look, I'll show you what I mean. Like, okay, there's a little couple of, this I don't say this. Okay, like, look, I'm going to trim it down more, but let me get a big piece of black paper. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I got one right here. I have a big piece of black paper handy. Do I? I got every other color. There's a piece of black. Don't have a large black piece just handy. Oh wait, is that black or blue? I think that's blue. Yeah, it's blue. Well, I'll just have to get a 8.5 by 11. Oh wait, no. Okay, not finding a piece of black paper easily, handily. I'll just use my desk. Okay, so imagine this is a big piece of black paper that's clean, but have these mounted with a space between them. I think that would be a neat art piece right there. Like this, with right on black paper. Wouldn't that be a cool look? But in the meantime, oops, sorry guys, so many things on the desk. We want them, what size did we say these were? 7. So if we cut these down, let's trim the little tiny, I don't know, I kind of like that little bit on the bottom. Let's leave that. Let's go with 7. You turn them and you can put flowers on the ends of them if you want. You know, it doesn't have to be, or just a silhouette of a landscape. Then got these are almost ATC size. Maybe they are. Maybe they could be. Let's see. 2.5 by 3.5. Are they 2.5? Yeah. Let's see if there's. Yeah, we can make these into ATCs. 2.5 by 3.5. Just get out the old paper cutter, people. Okay, so now we got a few ATC starters. All right, let's set this aside for a second and see what else Ben sent us. Okay, here's some more scrap papers. I love these little things. He's talking. Okay, here's quinacridone magenta and zinc. He's doing some little tests there. That would make a nice little. This would make nice ATCs. I think I'll cut this up. Here's another one that could be a down view of something, or it could be a star, or it could be stars. This is on watercolor paper here. These would make nice ATCs cut up too. Piece of duct tape stuck on the back. This is on heavy watercolor paper. You can make bookmarks and send them to scrapbook store. Michelle will get them to the school. I will post the info on Twitter, and that will give you the info where to send them. She wants to thank everyone for doing this. Oh, now they're not done though, Eileen. I was thinking that. Well, I mean, you know, I was thinking that they could do stuff with them. Do they want to do stuff with them, Eileen? Or do they want completed bookmarks? If they want completed bookmarks, I'm going to have to dole these out for people to work on. Let me know. Eileen said that her scrapbook store would take them, and then they would send them to the books to the school in Florida. Let me know, Eileen. Whatever, they will do it either way. Okay. Now, if any of you guys want to make some nice bookmarks, I can't send out hundreds of them. Let's just face it here. I could send out a few to you guys. Email me, you guys here in chat. Email me if you'd like a couple bookmarks to transform, paint the backs, put some words of encouragement on them, or something like that. You know, these can be turned into flowers. I mean, you make them your own. But these are on heavy watercolor paper. So if you want to turn these bookmarks into something, you'll help Connie. All right, y'all email me though. Don't tell me here. Don't tell me here. I can't take down everybody's name with the chat going like that. Okay, so email me if you want me to send you some bookmarks, and I will send you the store's address. Is that all right, Eileen? Send them the store's address, and then after you all guys fix them, if you want to post pictures or not, then send them to the bookstore. I mean, I keep saying bookstore. Scrapbook store. Send them to Eileen's scrapbook store, and they will send them to the school. Is that okay, Eileen? Okay, so let's see here. Let's cut this. Let me trim just a tiny bit off this edge here, and I'm going to turn these into ATCs. I'm going to turn the sheet into ATCs. That would be great. Okay, so I can send out a few. Email me. Tell me how many you would work. How many you would make. If you'll make 10, I'll send you 10. If you only want 2, I'll send you 2. And then I'll send you the address that Eileen gives me of the scrapbook store, and then you guys can send them to the scrapbook store, and they will forward them on to the school. There were on Eileen's little video, they were trying to make 3,000. They were trying to make 3,000 bookmarks. Now I know obviously that store and the 20 people that were there did not make 3,000 of them. So if y'all want some, I'll send them to you, and then you guys forward them to the store. How's that sound? Okay, so I think I'm gonna, maybe I'll make these to be bookmarks too, since now people are wanting to do that. I'll cut these down, and y'all just do whatever you want with them, and just put a little nice note of encouragement, or whatever you want to say. Okay, that would be great, Eileen said. Let's go over here on this side so that Ben's artwork can be, is that 2.5 there? I think so, yeah. Can be transformed into nice sentiments. You made 213 yesterday? Oh my gosh. I'm making them 2.5 by 7. I don't think they're too particular, are they, Eileen, on exact sizes? Okay, so here, let me just trim this a little, keep as much of the color in here as possible. So like this. I don't think that's quite an ATC, is it? Yeah, it's almost an ATC. I can't believe y'all made that many, Eileen. Okay, let's get 7 inches here. I want this part right here. That looks like it could be a little ladybugs. Wouldn't those be cute little ladybugs right there? Yeah, they don't care about this exact size. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just trimming these down to get 7 inches out of these bookmarks here. See, isn't that happy to do something with? And even the ones that are seem a little dark, you know, a nice quote on them could be nice. So you want me to shout out your scrapbook store, Eileen? You want to tell me the name of your scrapbook store that's doing this for the school? Put a little bit off. In Florida? Okay, these are too off-sized to be ATCs. Everything scrapbook and stamps. Is that in Boca, Eileen? Everything scrapbook and stamps. They're making all these awesome bookmarks with quotes and things and they're sending them all to the school. Yeah, y'all just email me if you want a couple to tell me how many you'd want. And be honest. Don't tell me, "Oh, I'll take 20," and you know you're not going to make 20. So, okay, but I do want to use the the heavier paper for the heavier paper for the bookmarks, the watercolor paper, not just paper. Okay, so let me move this a minute. Yeah, there's a link for you guys. I saw that little video, Eileen. I did go to it. Okay, let's see what else Ben's got here. So he's got this little stack, and he's got it in a little a little mini corrugate. Oh, look. This looks so nice. I think it goes this way. Is it a tree? I don't know. It could go this way. It could be a fallen tree. This is how I'm looking at it. I think this could be a flock of birds, a fallen tree. And I'm thinking it goes this way because Ben's usually a landscape more like this. Lake Worth, Florida. Okay. Everything's great. Yeah, message me the address, Eileen, in Twitter or email, however you want to do it. Message me the address so I can give it to the girls that are making the bookmarks. Okay, so I'm not sure what I want to do with that. That's kind of cool as is. Or I'd turn these into little birds on a wire. You know, like, get a pencil here. Or on a twig, I mean. Like there's a little twig coming out there, and these would be birds sitting on there. Turn those into little birds on a I don't know, I just think those should be little birds on a twig, because this looks like a cool fallen tree, somebody walking across a little tree there. We'll save this one for something. Okay, let's see what else he sent us in here. Just some more cut cast-offs here. Like this would be a good one here, and here. That would be a good bookmark. Okay, so let's cut these down. Let's see. How far? Right about there. Let's get 7 out of this. Oh, let's trim this here. Oh, that looks okay. Let's go about right there. and then turn it down to 7 and 2.5. A bookmark to play with. Birds flying south. Okay, let's see. Here's another one. I'll probably get 2 out of this one. 7. So yeah, just all kinds of little things you can play with. If you just want to put an encouraging quote on it. And Eileen did say, everything scrapbook. Oh, scrapbook corners putting that. Well, can just message that to me? I can't write it down right now. Okay, Eileen, will you, if you can make sure to message it to me? So I'm not sure about these bits of chipboard here, or corrugate. They're very cool for something. He's got a landscape started on that one. All right, so let's see what else. He's got 2 little bags here. I'll just, oh wait, what's this? Okay, here's just, let's go ahead and cut this down. Let's see, I can get 1 out of this. 2.5 by 7. Little trees. This one can make an ATC. That's 2.5. Not quite. This one I can get a couple of ATCs out of. So I think what I'll do for the giveaway is, since the bookmarks are going to go to the scrapbook store, or they're going to go out to the girls to make bookmarks for the scrapbook store to send to the school, I think what I'll do is I'll do a couple giveaways with some ATCs and a couple of Tracy, Nana's Place, a couple of her little bookmarks. Thanks, Eileen. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Well, I'm glad that we can do something, Eileen, since your store is doing so much. Okay, so Ben sent all kinds of little scruffy scraps in here. This can be more ATC giveaways right here. I just love this. Look, here's just a little. This would be nice, but that'd have to be mounted because they're too paper thin. He did these little tests. Let's see here. All right, so this could be a bookmark right there. We'll just put that in the bookmarks. Let's see what else. Here's another one. These 2 as well. 2 more. They're different sizes, but look, they'd be nice bookmarks. I love this one, Ben. Look, it needs just, all it needs is a little bit of weedage. Yeah, he did send good syllables, didn't he, Pacola? Yeah, that's good. Okay, here's one that can be cut down for an ATC, 3.5, 2.5. These are a little small for ATCs. They're more 3x3s, I think. Yeah, but they're still cute. I could still give these away. Look. Again, let's play with one. Okay, so there's some of these little 3x3s. I'm going to give those away. And let's see, what do we got here? Oh, this is another, this will be a good ATC. Let's trim a little off of, trim them down. Trim a little off that side and make it 2.5, 3.5. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to send them. I won't send these as bookmarks. I'm going to send these as giveaways. That's a little small for a bookmark. See, I love these. I might keep a couple of those. Here's one for a bookmark. Let me just trim the edge. And you can paint the backs black or a color. Here's a little cloud. See, that's nice. Add a little bit more. And these are just some, looks like salt on watercolor paper. You know, you put the salt in there and it dissolves and it makes it look like snowflakes. Okay, let's see. Where's my little, another baby wipe to clean my hand off here. All right, let's see what else Ben sent. So yeah, so what I'm going to do with these is, if y'all are just joining us, is Eileen's scrapbook store, scrapbook and stamp store in Florida is making bookmarks to send down to the school. And they made over 200 on, I think, was it just one day or was it a weekend? And so I'm going to send these out to the volunteers that want to change them up. These are from Ben, our Cinder Block Studios. I call them Ben bookmarks. And you guys can fix them up and write something on them, do whatever you want, and then I'll give you the address to the scrapbook store and then send them to the scrapbook store to forward on to the school. How about that? Okay, one more bag left. Let's see what Ben sent in here. And we'll see how many bookmarks we ended up with. Look how cute that is. That would be okay, that one would be a good bookmark if I just trimmed it down. Actually, it could be two. They're a little short, but you know. I love that one, Ben. Are y'all enjoying this? Yes, just in one day you did you guys did over 200, Eileen? That's awesome. Okay, so just some random scraps. We'll keep this for something else. Here's another little landscape. I like the way he's misted around it. I don't know if he airbrushed that. It looks like, or spray paint. I wonder if that's airbrush or spray paint. This would be a cute little mini junk journal. I think we'll save that for a junk journal. I did have a plan for a junk journal. Okay, let's move this back over here. Let's see what else we got. Okay, this is on, it's paper, but it's got nice color to it. So I think I'm going to try to get a couple out of this one, because this is really pretty. The inspirational message would be a good way to practice brush lettering. Yeah, if anybody's doing their brush lettering, that would be awesome. Let me just trim a teeny bit off of there in this section, like that. Oh, look, this one's on canvas. Test done before store block tutorial. I'm going to have to keep this one bin for me. It's a canvas. It's a little bin canvas. His store block tutorial. I'm trying to think of which one that was. I watched pretty much all Ben's videos. Cinder Block Studio. The test done before store block tutorial. Maybe he did this for his, because he has intros with the cinder block. Not sure. Okay, keeping that one. Ooh, look at this, guys. Now this is on a board. That's cool. I guess I could cut it down into 2 bookmarks. This is heavy. This is on like board. Let's see if I can cut it down to make 2 bookmarks. I don't know if I might have to do this one with an X-Acto knife. I can try. But it's pretty heavy duty. Okay. So there's one. There's another. I think it's really useful exercise to see, for people to see, just this one, that even something that is scrap, hot mess, throwaway piece can actually still be used once you cut it into smaller pieces. Yeah, and that's what we were saying a little while ago, Mac. It might have been before you came in. I think I bumped my camera. If you have scraps like this that you don't know what to do with, do a swap with one of your friends. Okay, let's trim this down and make it into a bookmark. And swap with one of your friends. Okay, this is one that's just some of that resist stuff that he's got on there. I don't know if it's like what kind of a medium that is, or if it's just, I don't think it's hot glue because it's so thin. He would have to be really good at whipping that hot glue to get all those thin lines, but it could be. Hey Connie, got here late. What is this stuff? It's from Cinder Block Studio Ben, who sent us a bunch of his scraps. I'll just send that whole thing. Let's see, maybe trim the bottom. Send us a bunch of his cast-offs from his paintings and his artwork. And I usually make Ben bookmarks. B-E-E-N, like it had, it had bins. Ben bookmarks. But today what we're doing is, and we already talked to Eileen about it, her store in Florida is making bookmarks to send to the school in Florida. So they're putting little words of encouragement and making a whole bunch of bookmarks. So what I'm doing is I'm sending these to whoever, and I'm sure if you're on YouTube, guys, they're going to be gone. I can tell you right now they'll be gone because everybody's going to want to do some of these. And I'm going to send them, if you just let me know how many you want to work on, I'll send them to you, and then you will forward them yourself to the scrapbook store when you finish them. You can paint the backs, write on the back, whatever you want to do with them. That way Ben's cast-offs are getting used for a good purpose. They're getting used to be an encouragement to the students in Florida, the school. What is it? Parkland? I want to get the city right, Eileen. Here's one on canvas. I guess that could be a bookmark on canvas. I don't know if I can cut. I might have to cut it with a... Oh, it's cutting. It's barely. No, I'm going to have to do scissors with this one. It's a piece of canvas, so let's just trim it down here. And Eileen's scrapbook store was making a bunch of them yesterday. Yeah, Parkland, Florida. Yeah. Let's see where I can make this, cut this down to, maybe it's the hair over. It's a canvas piece. It's a little, I got a little crooked. I guess you could trim it down. I can't put it in the cutter. It won't cut it. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, Eileen, for sure. Okay, this is just on a piece of paper bag. So the paper ones, like this on tissue, we'll have to figure out something else to do with those. Because I want to send the heavier duty, you know, the watercolor paper ones. That's what I'm doing here. Like here's a little, looks like a little jellyfish sketch. Maybe he was having green tea. And that's the ring. Okay, here's another watercolor one. Let's see how, okay, that's 6. Let's go ahead and cut these down to 2.5 and get a few out of this one. So that's kind of cool. This one's a little, so there's 3 more. And let's see, some more little sketches. I love these, Ben. See his little thumbnails? This is how Ben like lays out his ideas. Journal tip, yeah, but yeah, some of this paper stuff, that's what I was thinking, making a mini journal, junk journal. Here's some more chipboard corrugate. Here's a bunch more watercolor papers for some more bookmarks. So like this one, look, here we get 2 out of this. Let's see how long that is. It's 12, so we can cut this one as 6. Get 2 out of this one. See? Same for this one. I think that's about 12, so we'll get 6 off of this one. Get 2 bookmarks out of that one. See the little splatters of spray paint and stuff? Hey, girly. That one looks like a waterfall. Okay, here's a little scene. This is a little long, but I'm going to I'll send this, well, no, it won't fit in the envelope. I'll have to trim it down a little. I'll trim it down a little so that it fits on an envelope. So that just in itself could be a bookmark, right? Not streaming day, I'm watching Dee Dee, then eating, heading to... Yeah, I hope you're doing all right. I saw some of the ordeal you went through over the weekend, Jean. Let's trim this one down a little too. I'll trim a little off each side here. I like those rocks. I don't want to trim it down too much. Let's trim a little bit off the bottom. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see how big this one's, 4 1/4, so we can do a little less than 2.5 on these. A couple more. Yeah, you need to heal up, Jean. Yeah, these are going to be And I'll see if I have a couple, while I'm cutting here, I'll find a couple of my journal pages that are on the heavier paper. These are all on watercolor paper. All these are watercolor paper, thick paper. They'll make good bookmarks. Okay, so let's see. I wonder if I could do, these would be a little small. If I cut it this way, what do y'all think? Would that be too small for a bookmark? Maybe not. I'll cut these down then too. A little over 2 inches because they're short. Because these would be nice little ones here. Let's see if I can get 2 more out of here. Nah, I think I'll just get 1 more out of this one. Okay. Okay, got a couple, 3 more here. These are, I think these are on heavy. I don't know if it's watercolor paint. It might be 90 pound. It's thin, but I think it's watercolor. Okay, so let's get 2 out of this one. How big is that? Okay, that makes 2 right there. So thanks, Ben, for sharing your cast-offs with us. These are going to be so nice for the girls to make nice bookmarks to send down to Parkland. Hey, Orla. This one has some little birds on it. So we got a nice stack here. So I'll send them out as long as I have them. Let's see if I can find. Let me reach down here. Hang on, guys. See what I can dig out. I'll just dig a handful. Because seriously, I probably have 3 feet of scrapbook. I mean, not scrapbook, old journal pages. These look like they were done on, like this would be a good one. It looks like it was done on cardstock. So I'll cut some of these down for some bookmarks too. So again, I'm going to make them 2.5 by 7 if I have it here. And then that'll give a few extras, right? To send out along with bins. Okay, so let's trim these down to about 7. Is that? Let's go this way. Cut down a few pages. And we'll do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway with the ATCs and the 3x3s. These little bits of leftover. I'm going to give these away, and I'll do 2 giveaways because I'm gonna mail all these out to I don't know how many people, right? And I'll give away. Here's a little bee and this little girl. I'll do 2 giveaways. These are from Nanna's place. She made these little paper clips with scraps and paper clips, and she cut things out. Like, oh, this is like out of a vintage, some kind of a vintage magazine. So we'll divide up this here. This will be for the Society of Idea. This is a Society Idea Collector segment. I don't know if Bacola knows which. I lost track, and I forget which episode it is. But so I'll put, like, let's put a couple. Let's put 2 or 3 in each one here, and then a couple of maybe ATCs. These are blank, so let's just put some with color. There we go. So we'll do a couple giveaways with Tracy's little paper clips and some of Ben's. It's episode 23. Thank you. Let me write that down. Bacola, you're so good at that. Okay, so number 23, Society Idea Collectors. Okay, so let me put that right here for a second. I got a couple more I wanted to cut up. Let's see what else I got here to cut up. It's got to be, some of these papers are thin. I don't want to send bookmark papers that are like this. This is thin. You know, it's not even, it's too thin to cut up. I'm trying to dig out some of the cardstock, like the, let's see, do I have any more in here? It's all paper. Oh. And some of the collage has fallen off, some of it, so I don't want to send falling apart. Oh, here's one. Let's see what this does. Okay, so here's a bunch of collage stuff, and this is on, you know, cardstock. So let's see if I can get a couple of bookmarks out of it. Let's keep this little half bird, half fish thing here. Let's go with 2.5 right there. Let's see. I want to cut its little beak off. So let's just trim it down like this. I kind of like that bottom thing here. So like that. And it's just collage starts. All right, so let's get rid of this. Maybe hang on. It would have been 24, but the Society Zine episode did not. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Pacola. Okay, so then maybe with this, let me get a couple more bookmarks out of this. And then I'll do my giveaway. Okay, so let's do like about a 7 and maybe a 7.5. So yeah, y'all can do something with these. Maybe. Okay, a couple more. Got a little flashed out here. The sun's kind of starting to peek out. Let's fix the lighting a little. There. Okay. These could almost, nah, too small for ATCs. All right, let's see what else I got. Maybe I can cut up a couple ATCs out of this mess. ATC starters. My door came open. Let's see. Okay, let's make a couple ATCs out of this. Okay, let me trim the edges because I don't think it's flush. Alright, let's see. Get that bird head in there. Let's go with 3.5. Let's go with some landscape size. Okay. So I'll make a couple extra ATCs. Oh, come back here, bookmarks. Don't fall. Okay, this one would be a good bookmark. This little bit right here. That one. Let's go with that. Okay, another ATC here. Put that in the pile. Let's cut one more down here. Okay, so I'm going to get out the bowl. I got to close that door. It's creaking. Okay, so there we go. All right. A little piece of cardboard in there so it doesn't rattle. All right, let me see. Let me get my Society Idea Collector bowl out under the table here. All right, so again, thanks, Ben, for sharing all your cast-offs. There's more stuff down here. If I can cut any more of that up, I will. Yeah, that was fun. Let's zoom out a little. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give away a couple of these little, some little scraps, some little, bins, scraps, some ATC, and one of Nanna's Place. And I'll put Nanna's Place and Ben's Cinder Block Studios link in the video description. So I'm going to give that one away, and another little stack here of ATCs. And I need to put something, let's see, I'm going to put some washi tape around it or something. No cat herding necessary. I'm going to pull from the bowl. This is everybody, and it's getting a little lower because, you know, we've done quite a few giveaways, but this is deep down there, guys. This is a lot. So I'm going to just cover it up and put my hand down in there and just kind of dig out one. I'm going to do two. So one is Kim B. We'll give Kim B the B. Let's just put that on there. Well, I put these back in. Ooh, that's nice. I put these in a stack out. I keep them so that when the bowl gets empty, I can put everybody back in. So, yeah. That should be our ring to dig. One more. Cover it up and dig down in there. Amy Johnson. So Amy Johnson and Kim B are going to get the little ATCs and the little Society of Idea Collector. I try to remember to stamp all the envelopes with my Society of Idea Collector the stamp here. So you know it's from the Society of Idea Collectors. So this one. And this one. So I'll send that out and I'll also, those that want to do the, which I know there's probably going to be quite a few. So, yeah. Maybe I'll, you know, if y'all want like 5, you just let me know how many you want bookmarks to finish. Bookmarks to finish. To send to Parkland. Well, it's going to go to the scrapbook store, and then the scrapbook store will send them to the school. So there's those two. Okay. So the only other thing, let me put a rubber band around these. Let's see how many I made here, how many we have. 2, 3, 4, 14, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 26, 27, 29, 30. I have about 65 or 7, something like that. So yeah, that's how many I got bookmarks. Let me get a rubber band to keep them all together until y'all tell me. And if we don't have that many people that want them, then I'll just send the rest to the scrapbook store. Okay, so there we go. So thanks everybody for participating in that. And let's see here, what else? I was thinking about, I showed this before I hit record. Let me move the water and paint. I showed this. In my kitchen table, I get these little inexpensive plastic with the felt on the back tablecloths. Well, Hubster picked this one up for me. It was way too big. So every season I just put a new one. I had one poinsettias for Christmas, and every season I just get a new, because they're easy to wipe down. and they're just sitting in my, it's just my kitchen table with the 4 chairs. And so anyway, I trimmed this down. I thought this might be an awesome journal covers. And I think it's was it you, Mountain Dreamer, Teresa, that said that you had sent me one before made with this, with glitter or something on it. I'm sure I've long since given it away. But I thought that would be kind of fun to try that, just to make a little junk journal. And, you know, maybe cut this in half, maybe like a 6 by, not 6 by 6, because they have to have a spine. But let's cut this down, because this is a 12 by 12 piece of chipboard. And then if we had a spine, I don't know if I want to bend it or cut it and tape it. Could probably score it. Let's test. I mean, if we score and it doesn't work, then we'll cut it. Where's my bone folder here? Uh-oh. So if I want maybe a 2-inch junk journal, then that would leave 4-inch. So that would be 4, 8. No, that would be 5. So it'd be a 5-inch junk journal with a 2-inch spine. So let me just tick this off. Yeah, we'll see how, we'll see. We'll give it a shot here. Okay, so did I say 5? Then 2 inches, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, these aren't quite 12. So this, for some reason, this isn't quite 12. I thought I pulled a 12. Yeah, it's 11 3/4. So I'm going to make it 11 1/2. Let's trim it down because I'm not going to be able to figure out these measurements on the quarters. Let's just trim it down to 11, and then we'll go from there. Lightly score it with your craft knife to get it to bend. Okay, well, I was just thinking that, my bone folder, but if that's not going to be enough, then yeah, Jean, I will get out the craft knife. Okay, so here's how I guess. So I take me a ruler, and I put it right there at 11, and I count in. There's 1 inch, 1 inch, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. So that would give us an inch in the middle. And if I wanted a little more, then I'll just add a little 1/4 inch on each side. So that gives us 4 3/4, 4 3/4 with I think an 1.5 inches in the middle. So let me just make a mark here on my ruler and move this down. Tick it, tick it. Same thing for this one in case I want to make 2. And if it doesn't come out, then I'll just, oh, that's the wrong one. If it doesn't come out, then I'll just trim the edges. Okay, so there we go. Just make a couple little junk journals, right? And I'm thinking that because this plastic stuff is flexible, I can probably just put it right on. I don't have to cut and, you know, trim. You know, like do it separate. Don't do the spine separate. Yeah, little chunky books. Not have to do the spine separate from the covers. Do it all in one thing. But I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and try one here. Hang on, let me look at these little bags. How much time? What time is it here? Okay, we're at almost 2 hours. We've got about 30 minutes to make one of these. Okay, and Janet, you are streaming today, right? Because you don't have your appointment till tomorrow. Uh-oh, I think I did that too much. Yeah, I'm going to have to reinforce that with some tape. It didn't need that much digging in. Okay, but there we go. So there's the little thing. I'll put some duct tape on it and then put on the spine. Then put on the fabric. Okay, let's go ahead and make 2 here. Maybe I'll do giveaways with these if they turn out. We'll see. Okay, so now let me put some, let's see here, let me move this out of my way. Okay, so I'm not going to put it all, I'm going to wait till I bend it here. So I'm going to bend it. So I'm bending it, and then I'm going to put the tape so the tape isn't strained. It doesn't have to be that neat because it's going to be covered, right? This is going to be covered. All right. Sorry, tape alert. Same thing for this side. I'll give it a little bit more strength on the fold. Yes, you are streaming. Okay, Janet. Yeah, I thought you said yesterday at Hope's that you were, or somewhere. I didn't get to watch Xandra's last night. I turned Xandra on to watch her recording and fell asleep like 5 minutes. I saw her haul and I fell asleep on the recording. I put a recording on last night about 10. Okay, so there we go. That one. Now let's do this. Again, I'm going to put it on the spine, but then bend it, fold it, bend it. Let's just go ahead and trim that right now. Let's see. I think it'll be a rubber band. Well, I don't know if I have enough. Might have to be a rubber band book. I was going to say can make it with the shiny string, the elastic string, but I don't think I have enough to do 2 books. So it's going to have to be rubber bands. Rubber band books. Giveaways. Okay, there we go. So there's the base, some chipboard base. All right, let's move some of the stuff out of my way. I was worried you were having sleeping nights without. I know, Jean. I don't have your recordings. I had to watch Xandra. Not that there's anything wrong with it, because I was going to watch her recording anyway. But I fell asleep to Xandra's last night. I know, right? All right, so now let's see. So I have, look how much I had to cut off. Look, seriously. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet. But if I do want to paper line the inside, maybe I should just paint the insides. Because I was just thinking of like getting it like this. One side already has a hem on it. If I fold it over, I don't know if I want to do that. What do y'all think? Should I fold it over and then put paper on the inside, or paint it and fold it and glue it and just try to be kind of neat on the inside? Maybe that's what I should do. Fold it and be kind of neat. So I should probably paint the insides, which I should have done before I put the tape on. Okay, so, but it is brown, so it's a junk journal, so maybe the brown doesn't look bad. You know, the brown actually doesn't look bad, but I could just paint it brown and then just wrap it and cut it neatly, maybe as neat as I can. Okay, let's go with brown. Let's go with the nice chocolate brown, the same color as like the inside of the okay, that one's got too much wet paint on it. That's from my dog. I'm working on a dog portrait. I'll show you that. So here's what I got so far. She wanted the dog's face. This is the actual side. The picture she sent was like this. So what I'm going to do when I finish it is I'm going to cut it out. This is carpet right there. I'm going to cut it out and mount it on black cardstock so it has a black border. So I'm working on that. So that's why I had paint in the other one. This is kind of stuck here. Okay, so let's put out some brown. This will only take a second to paint the insides of these, really. Let me get a bigger brush. Do I have one here? This one's pretty good size. Okay, so it's just like a chocolate brown. And what I'll do is some of my that papers that I showed y'all that I had, the leftover journal stuff, I'll make a junk journal out of that. Now you can add your own stuff too, obviously. I don't really need to go all the way to the edge because I'm going to fold it over. Make it a little puffy like. I don't know, we're going to see if this works. Yeah, I'm not going to put paper on it. I'm going to paint instead. So there's not going to be any like inside paper. I think I'm just going to have the paint. You know, you can fix it however you want. And so anyway, if I make 2 of them, if we have time, I'll give one away here if we have mods here to herd cats, and I'll give one to a YouTuber that leaves comments. That's how I usually give away on stuff like this. It's not like a major giveaway or anything. I just have my mod go over and pick a certain, I'll give them a number and tell them to go ignore my comments, but to go count down however many comments I say on like 2 videos ago or something. Of course, that changes. So if y'all go back and say, that wasn't the 5th person, that wasn't the 5th person that said something. Well, it was at this moment. Other people may have commented since then. So whatever the mod says that number they are is the person that gets it. So we'll herd some cats. No end papers. Yeah, no end papers. Just paint. Yeah. And it's just going to be a junk journal. I shouldn't be wearing my white shirt. I didn't think about that when I was doing this, but roll up the sleeves. So I'll cut up some of those cast-off journal pages and make a couple signatures. And you can always add your own signatures too. I'll make a couple. I'll make a couple each. Okay. So this needs another coat, it looks like. Might as well put a second coat since I have the paint sitting right here. It's soaked right in. This is just corrugate, y'all. Let me dry it and then I probably put a second coat with what's left here. All right, let's see. So these will be spring junk journals. And thanks again, Ben, for all your cast-offs. And thanks, Nanna's Place, for the little paper clips. Okay, now let me use up the rest of this paint to put another layer here. And thanks, Eileen, for the info on your scrapbook store that's doing the bookmark for the school. That was very nice of your store to put that together. Okay, now let's put another coat on this one. Use the rest of this up. Okay, it's like 2 or 3 coats on each one. So, all right, let me get a baby wipe to clean the paint off my hands and dry this. A heat gun and baby insisted on saying. Looking at what the sound is. As soon as I put the covers on the flower paper on, we'll do the drawings. Because, you know, we're going to probably run out of time before I make 4 signatures. I don't know. But just in case. Okay, so let me take some of my 5 feet of tablecloth here. And I don't want too much of a overlap. Just a little bit. I need to trim. Let me get a good scissors here. I think these will be. Get a nice edge. Stuff's kind of tricky because it's felt on the inside, right? All right. And I'm going to use this one bottom edge because that's almost perfect there. And I think it'll stretch just fine, so I don't have to worry about that. So I can just measure perfectly like this. Okay. Nope, a little paint, but that doesn't matter because it's going to be on the inside. Okay, so it's a little paint on the edge. All right, so there's that. And let me turn it sideways here. And then I'll just use this as a pattern for the second piece. Just want to make sure I have just enough for, you know what, let me go ahead and ruler that because I can't hold that and cut it at the same time. So let's see if this pencil will work. Nope, I need a marker some kind, but I don't want something that's going to go through. This may be this. Just so I can have a cutting line here. All right. Okay. I know some of y'all are probably laughing at my system. All right, now let's get another piece. Dee Dee, what a way to make junk journals. That's junk journals, people. They're junk journals. Okay, now let's get all this plastic out of the way. And you get this and it's not perfectly straight, don't email me. It's a giveaway, people. Doing my best. Alright, so now, let's move this paint out of the way. Let's get this over here. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take my Eileen's tacky glue. Hey, Miss Vicky. We're using stuff up. This is a Society of Idea Collectors episode. And I'm going to bend this back before I fold it. So let me just get lots of glue. Like this. That's a little much, maybe. Let's kind of move it over. Then we took Cinder Block Studio Ben's art piece cast-offs, and we made a bunch of bookmarks. Well, bookmark starters to send down to Eileen's scrapbook store in Florida, who is then forwarding bookmarks on to Parkland School with little, encouraging sayings and stuff on them. Okay, so there we go. So what I'm going to do now is, let's just fold this in half and find the middle. Did it leave a mark? Yeah. I'm going to put this down right in the middle, hopefully. Is that going to work? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get that nice and glued, and I'm going to pull these up too, rather than lay down. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm pulling them up so that the bend is there. Now I'm just going to work it a minute. Going to pull it and stretch it. So there's, and these, if you're wondering what this is, this plastic is from tablecloth edges. So hopefully that'll, it'll bend, we'll hopefully hope for the best here. So I'm just smoothing it out as much as I can. So there's that. So I'm just going to set this aside and do the second one real quick. Then if you're wondering how the glue's coming out so thick, it's I cut down the tip so it comes out more. Yeah, Vicky, her scrapbook store yesterday, I think was there about 20, I don't even think there were 20 of y'all there. Were there, Eileen? They made over 200 of them yesterday, Vicky. And they hung them out in the window for everybody to see during their making process. There's a little put that little video link back in there, Eileen. Eileen posted a little Facebook link to the store. The store posted, and it was really, that's what made me think of using Ben's cast-offs, was that video, that little video that the store put out. Okay, so let's fold this in half and get the middle. And if y'all haven't seen Miss Vicky, she went to the Chicago Planner Society meeting thingy in Chicago, and she got a whole bunch of goodies and stuff while she was there. Y'all need to go watch she has a new video on there. She might have more than one by now, but oh, is that going to be long enough? Yeah, okay. Okay, so now let's just fold and stretch. People were coming in and out making them. Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome, Eileen. Yes, use what you got, even if it means tying up your tablecloths. Hubster had bought this plastic tablecloth for me. I use these seasonally in my kitchen, and it was way too big. You just bought a big size, so I trimmed it down. Otherwise, when you're sitting at the table and in your lap, you got, this much of tablecloth sitting in your lap. No, I'd cut this off last week, Jean. I trimmed this down last week and had planned to do something with it. So, okay, so let's just let this sit here for a minute. So while the covers are sitting here for just a minute, because the next thing I want to do is I'm going to trim the corners like this and fold everything in, see, and glue that all down. That's what I'm going to do on all of them, like this. and then I'll probably snip right here so that the spine is a separate fold. And we'll glue that down in a minute. So I'll do this one too. And hopefully this, I'm sure the tacky glue is going to hold felt. But if it comes to your house and it's a big wrinkled mess, hey, it's a thought that counts. It's a thought that counts. Use what you got, right? Right, Eileen? All right, so now let me do the little. But it looked like you had a blast with all those different companies at the Planner Society, Miss Vicki. All right, so there we go. We're going to leave that for just a minute while we do the giveaway. All right, so how it works. All right, is Julie Topaz here? Julie Topaz? If you'll go over to my YouTube channel and not the most current video, but the one right before it, and pick the 7th person that commented on, not the most recent, not the one I posted Saturday, but the one I posted, the day before, 2 videos ago, and count down to the 7th person, whoever that is. They're going to win one of these awesome junk journals. Okay. And then while she's doing that, I'll tell y'all how it works. Where's my phone? I'll have random.org here. Let me go ahead and bring that up. Don't put any numbers in yet. Wait till you see me type in go. When I type in go, then put in a number between 1 and 100. Random.org. And the person closest without going over, I'll send them one of these junk journals. So as soon as Julie Topaz gets me the winner over on YouTube, so that way that, YouTubers can be a little bit a part of it. Okay, so let her get back with the name. I'm just fussy, flattening and fixing here. It's a little bumpy on the spine. I'm not sure if that's glue or... No, I don't think it is. So, yeah. It's trying to get it nice. Because it's on cardboard, people. It's on cardboard. And then let me get some rubber bands. And I'm going to cut down 2 signatures for each one out of my old stuff here. Where did I put a pile? Out of my old art journal stuff. And I'll make 2 signatures. And they're just going to be rubber banded in. Suzanne Wilson. Okay, Suzanne Wilson. I'll message her on YouTube. So Suzanne Wilson, YouTube junk journal. Okay, so now we're going to do the drawing for the group here. When I type in go, a number between 1 and 100. And I know there's a lag, so when you see numbers go fly by, don't wait too long, because when I put in stop, that's it. I'll give y'all about 2 minutes. Okay. So while y'all are doing that, I'm just going to keep fussy here. It's an idea, guys. Even if you, hey Sharon L, it's good to see you. I just saw your number go flying by. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. And, yeah. Y'all go ahead and take another minute. I'll go ahead and start gluing here. I think I'll do this part first. I want plenty of glue because I don't want a chance that it's going to come up. But of course, if it does, you can just glue it back down yourself. All right, get a number in. Everybody between 1 and 100. Should stick pretty fast with felt, right? It should. Maybe get a little bit down on the crack there on the edge. Okay, did everybody get a number in? I'm going to type in stop, and then we'll do the random.org. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Let me get the glue off my hands. See if we can get the phone to cooperate. So we got random.org. I'm going to bring up the box a little bigger. Okay, we got between 1 and 100. I'm going to generate. It's 100. 100. Did anybody have 100? Whoever got 100 is going to get this. Lovely. One of these lovely junk journal. Ustream junk journal. First person. Tink. Okay, Tink. Tink, have you moved? Send me your address again, Tink. Email me your address. Let me put that in there. Okay, there. Okay. Did you get my? It's not .com. It's .com. I know there's a lag, guys. Trust me. I know. But there we go. There it is. Let's do these edges. We know there's a lag. That's the dreaded L word. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just glue these edges here. See how much time I have to make a couple of, okay, we got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes to make a couple. I'm going to make 2 each, so even if I don't get it done on the show, I'm going to make 2 signatures each with leftover, they're junk journals, with leftover journal pages. I'll cut them down, and we're just going to rubber band them. It's going to be rubber banded to the spine. You know, embrace the lag. That's right. And thanks, Julie Topaz, for going and looking up that for me. All right, so I got that. Now let's do the... I'm just smoothing it out so we have a good connection there. All right, so I'm going to do the spine first. Like that. It's sticking pretty quickly, you know, because it is felt. Yeah, congrats, Tink. Yeah, okay, send me your new address then. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I think I need to snip a little snip here so it doesn't overlap. You know, just a little gusset-like thing. All right. Let's do the same on this one. Okay, let's go back over here. Let me put a little more glue now. Okay, that's better. A little more glue right there. Okay. 'Cause I don't want to get this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on this one. Okay. Okay, let's go back over here. Let me put a little more glue right there. A little more glue right there. Okay. That's better. Okay. Turn it around. Can y'all see it got a little dark, didn't it? Oh well. Sorry guys, I just noticed. We're kind of sitting in the dark a little bit. Let me try to brighten that up. It was too bright earlier, now it got too dark. It was a little better. Okay. Alright, so let me make a couple signatures here. Let me measure how big they need to be. It's sticking pretty fast, but I want to make sure, you know. So there's our little booklet, our little cover with the plastic tablecloth. I guess this side should be the cover because that's the prettier of the two. Okay, see, I need to kind of hold this down for a minute. I'll do the other one after a while because I want to make a couple. I want to cut down a couple pieces of paper, you know, signatures before we run out of time. So, yeah, but there we go, little booklet like this. Okay. All right. All right, now let me see what size. Put the lid back on here. Where's my ruler? So I'm going to need my papers to be about 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Because it's 4 1/2 to the edge. No, wait, it's a little less than that because my ruler is 1/4 inch in. Hang on. Let's do it from the bottom. We can do a 4 1/2. So 4 1/2. I can always trim it down again. Okay, so this isn't wanting to stick because I keep moving it. Okay, so 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. Well, I think, well, I'm just going to use an 8 1/2 inch paper and fold it in half because that's how big most of these are. Let's do a test. Rolling over the plastic here. All right, let me get those. So see, there's a bunch of just leftover, you know, some, you know, look, collagey bits. Some have 2 sides, some have 1, but they're probably all 8 1/2 by 11. This right here is some kind of a folder, I think. This I cut down and throw it away. Here's something with tomato soup. Some old vintage book pages started being glued down. This might be a little tricky because that's 3 layers of stuff there. All right, here we go. This is some collage stuff. See, these are all torn out of book pages. There's one of my hand carved stamps there. Perfect because I have a junk journal. You don't have a junk journal. Okay. Well, you can make some. This one's, let's see here. See, it's got some collagey bits, but I don't want to cut her face, so let's not do that one. Okay, this one's just trying to see the thickness so I can cut and fold. There's a frog. See how they're just painty papers with collage starts and stuff? But this one's like too thick. This one's like on chipboard, and chipboard. Can't do those because they won't fold up and make, but there's plenty here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, let me just open this up and see here. Okay, it needs, all right, so this is 8 1/2, so we need to cut these down to 8. 8. All right, so let me, 8 by, what did I say? Did I even measure? 8 by 5 1/2. 5 1/2 by 8. So 5 1/2 and 5, that's not going to get 2 out. We'll only get 1 out of it. Okay, so 5 1/2 by 8. So first off, let's cut some of these down to 8. I can probably do 2 at a time. Cut these down to 8. Oh, wait. No, 8 1/2 by, wait, 11. Because we got to double it. So I just need to cut off going to cut off about, let's see, 10, let's go to 10 and a half. 10 and a half. Let's see what that does. Perfect. So we just need to cut these down to 10 and a half, and then I'll trim them down to 5 and a half. Okay. So I can do about 2 at a time. 10 and a half. See, it's just eyeballing it for me. These are too thin. It's paper, Mac. The bookmarks that I'm sending are on watercolor paper. The bookmarks I'm sending out for people to fix up, they're on watercolor paper. Okay, so 10 and a half. Let me cut all these down, guys. I'll at least want to get one book done. And some of these are not exact either, so, because that looks like I've trimmed some before. Okay, let's trim on this side. I'm thinking maybe 5 pages in a signature, because that'll fold over. Okay, let's see. Let's go with this. 10 and a half. What else do I have here? I got a couple. I got a black one, and these are some stenciled ones. So we're using what we got, Eileen. Using what we got. Hope y'all enjoyed this. So all I'm going to do today is just this. So if y'all take a break before Janet comes on, unless Janet wants to come on early. I don't know. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go eat me a pickle loaf sandwich. Doesn't that sound yummy? So, to some people that would be like eating Spam, which I love me a fried Spam sandwich on occasion. Not all the time. Here's some like chocolate. All right, this is too thick. That one's too thick. This one really is too. All right, let's start with this. Let me see how many this makes. Hang on. Oh, wait, I got to cut them down to 5 and a half. Well, let's bring that baby back up here. Let's do 2 at a time. 5 and a half. Okay, so I'm going to just trim off the edges then, like so that there's stuff. So 5 and a half. So I'm just cutting off like keeping whatever's in the middle, right? Olive loaf is better? Yes, olive loaf is good too. Okay, so 5 and a half. Yeah, so now this one might be good for bookmark. No, it's got bents in it. Okay, they're too little. Okay, let's get these. This one's kind of thick. I better do a little at a time. 5 and a half. I'm just trimming the edges off so there's more interesting stuff in the middle. Maybe I can do 2 here. So does this make anybody want to go out and make some junk journals? Now that might be thick enough to make bookmarks. These 2. I'll put these 2 in the bookmarks. Let's cut that down to 7. Cut a little off of here and a little off the other end. Maybe 7 and a half. Those will be good. That's on cardstock. Okay. Oh, I'm going to cut that down to 5 and a half. Oh, I did. Okay. So I hope this was a fun Society of Idea Collectors segment. That's what, see, that's kind of cool, right? You see junk journals in your future, Beth Ann? Just cut the edges to make the interesting part save. Oh, barely got that fish in there. Yeah. And it's better than me just throwing all this in the trash, right? We'll throw it in your trash. Okay, this one's kind of thick. I better just do one at a time here. Same for this one. That one's not going to bend. Well, I'll try. Some of them are kind of thick, and I'm not thinking they're going to bend. But, you know, it is a junk journal, right? It's a frog. There's a peacock. So Tink and Susan Wilson are going to get these, but hopefully y'all got some ideas. All right, so now all I got to do is fold these in half. Where's my bone folder? Where'd my bone folder go? Where'd it go? So I'm just going to fold these in half. Let's see if they fit. Did I make them too long? They're too long. Why are they too long? Now I got to trim them down. My gosh. All right. They're too long. My guesstimate was too off. I'll just make them here. Let me fold and trim. I don't know. Probably when I was cutting or something. This one's pretty thick too. So I'm thinking 5 in each signature. That gives 10 pages. It won't take a minute. It won't take a minute to trim them. Okay, so is that 5 in each one? That's 5. 1, 2. Okay, so there's... All right, so now let's measure again. Let's see here. I need to trim off. Dang, quite a bit. Where's my pencil? I need to cut them down to 4.5. That's easy enough. Okay. So I'm going to cut them all down to 4.5. Okay, is that missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Oh, I got them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? That's 4. Need one more. Let's go this way with it. Okay. Okay. So there's one signature for one book, one signature for the second book, because I want to kind of split them up. Yeah, this is just as quick, Jean. Okay, so I got a little bird on this one, so we'll have the bird, then we'll have pretty color. There's 3. This one's heavier. That should probably go on the outside. That one's heavy. That should probably go on the outside of another one. So they'll put the fish in that one. Okay. Oh, I didn't trim that one down yet. All right. So there is one signature. Where's my book that's finished? Hey, where's my book? There's the one that's not done. Where's the book that's done? Oh, good. Here it is. Okay, so here's one signature. So I'm just going to flip through it real quick. So it's a junk journal with just junk stuff. Now let me tell you this too. Some of this paint is probably dilutions and it'll reactivate. So be aware, any of this stuff could reactivate at any moment. It's radioactive. So just be aware, if you put some paint or something on this, could reactivate, okay? So there's one, and all I'm going to do is let's make sure I'm going to take a rubber band, and you could put some string, the stretchy string or whatever, and I'm going to rubber band the signature to the spine. Ooh, that's going to bend it. Is it going to bend it? Oh, it is going to bend it. Okay, hang on. We're going to have to do something else. We're going to have to reinforce the spine. That's not going to work. It's going to bend. I mean, it's fine with all these papers, but because this is wet cardboard, it's not going to hold up to that rubber band. So there's one. Let me go ahead and make the signatures while I'm thinking of what to do for the... what to do for this. I'm going to have to reinforce the spine with another piece of chipboard. Not cardboard, but chipboard. So let's see. Oh, I cut that one. So let's make another signature. Cardboard's not going to hold up, especially since it's damp, from the glue. Okay, so here's the second one. This is going to be for the other book because these are similar to that one. All right, so there's the... Let's go with this and then this. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put chipboard on the spine, Jean, instead of cardboard because those were made out of cardboard. So let's put a rubber band. And then all you do is you just rubber band it to the spine, around the outside edge. Okay, so let me show you this one. See, isn't that kind of fun? So there's that first signature for the second book. Set that aside. All right, so now let me fold these up here and I need 10 more, 5 for each. So there's one. And I trim them down. If I have just enough time to finish 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's thick. 1. Let's don't use the same type of thing. Let's do different things. 2. That one looks big. Didn't trim that down or something. I have to trim these down again. Good grief, I'm not sure. 3. Let's get some... This is pretty heavy chipboard here. 4. Okay, let's go with this one. I think I have to trim these two down. I'm not sure. Okay, so there's 2 more signatures. Okay, so they need to be, let me measure. Okay, the height is okay, so they just need to be 4.5. Sorry I'm not paying much attention to chat, guys. I'm all concentrating here. Trying to get these done in my allotted stream time. And I hope y'all had fun and got some ideas for using up your stuff. And 4.5. Okay, let's see which is the thickest of these. I think this egg is. Oh, there's a clock on that one. We'll go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so another signature. Get another rubber band. Okay, that goes in one. And then the second one. I don't even know how much I'm staying in camera here, guys. I'm just getting this done. Okay, it's the last one. Okay, let's move this. Move this. Okay, let's put this one together. Okay. Another rubber band. Is that right there? Yes. He's messaging me. Okay, so there we go. 2 signatures for, and I got to glue this one down. I've got to glue the, the innards to this one. So, sunflower on that one. So that'll be 2 signatures in there, and you can add more. I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple pieces of chipboard. Let me go ahead and glue while I have a couple minutes here. It hasn't told me I've run out of time yet. So let's go ahead. Okay, that's going to need to be trimmed. Where's my scissors? And then I'll find some cardboard, or chipboard rather. Okay, I need a baby wipe. This felt stuck to my hands. Glue and felt. So thanks everybody for being here. And again, Eileen's idea of using it up. Use what you got. Okay. I'll get some chipboard out. That was kind of a trial and error thing here. Oops, done. Cut that. Okay, come on. There we go. Some excess glue. If you want to put paper liner in over this, that would be more sturdy. More sturdy? Would be sturdier. If you put some square paper in there, to give it extra. And maybe I'll do that. I might do it anyway. No, I'm not going to do it right now because I have to dig out some paper. But just put some squares in there because I'm going to put extra centers. Let's see if I have a piece of chipboard handy here. Probably not handy. that? That's cardboard. Here's a piece of something. Oh, here we go. Alright, here's some white. That'll make it more sturdy. Okay, so what's probably the size of that ruler, I think. Look, it's probably the size of that ruler. Just a little bigger. What did we say it was? It wasn't quite 2 inches, was it? Was it 1.5? Gotta do it here. Yeah, just shy of 1.5. Just shy of 1.5. Might need 2, we'll see. Alright, let's see, can I get 2 out of this or just 1? Bye, Beth Ann. Thanks for stopping in. 5.5. 5.5. Okay, so I'm going to double them up. All right. So, double up. Give it nice strength in the spine so the rubber band can take it. Bye, Terry. I'm almost done here. We're going to run out of time in just a minute. Thanks for all your help, you and Julie and Eileen and everybody that helps out here in the channel. Thanks for watching over on YouTube. Really appreciate it, guys. All right, so I think I'll glue these. Maybe I'll paint them first and then glue them in. Let them dry, because, you know, it's better if you let things dry. And then I'll paint these brown, and I'll put these in the spine. And then I'll probably put some pretty paper in here as well. So there will be the little junk journals. And each one will have 2 signatures, and you can add as many as you want. So these 2 go in here. So, yeah. Couple signatures in each one. So I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I hope y'all enjoyed making some bookmarks with Ben's stuff. And thanks again, Ben. And again, I'll put his link in the description after I clean up my mess. You're welcome. I hope y'all had a good Monday start to your Monday, and we'll see you all guys later. Bye.